Welcome to Incredibox, a game about making music, distributing music, and all things about music and music theory. According to the website, the game is meant to be a teaching tool to teach kids about music theory.
As you can see, this is very educational.
The game we are greeted with 9 things to do. The idea behind Incredibox is that each major update of the game is referred to as a version, and each version has a different theme and concept that they follow. When booting up the game, you'll be greeted by 7 naked dudes, or as they're referred to in the lore, they're called polos. These little guys will act as your tracks for dragging and dropping loops in to make music. Actually surprisingly very intuitive and very fun to play with, for what's essentially a glorified FL Studio plugin. Using certain dudes in a certain order will unlock something that's called a bonus, which is like a little music video that goes with the music you just created. Click on this one, shall we?
What the fuck?
Incredibox V1 is kinda weird. None of the videos really make any coherent sense with the actual, things you're doing. That's a problem rectified in future versions. With that being said, let's move on to version 2. Version 2 is called Little Miss, and it's, boy band themed. The music's alright, I guess. It's certainly music, that's for sure. The earlier ones aren't the most bombastic, but it gets better as we go along. I kinda like it, though it's very chill. Let's have a look at the bonus video, shall we? See, this is a step up from V1 because this one doesn't make me want to gouge my eyes out. Anyway, let's move on to the next one. Earlier versions don't actually follow a strict theme, unlike more of the later ones, so versions 1 to, 3 don't actually have a strict thing to follow. I actually quite like the music for this one. It's upbeat, it's chill, it's just fun. The bonus video for this is actually quite awesome. It's starting to follow the theme of these bonus videos being little music videos for your dudes while you make your music. It's actually quite nice and visualizes the music in a great way. On to version 4, which is Daft Punk themed. And yeah, this is an Incredibox, that's for sure. It's very Daft Punk-esque, and it doesn't help that literally one of them is Daft Punk, so yeah. Anyway, let's look at the music video. Anyway, on to Incredibox Brazil, which is Brazil themed, apparently. You know, football and such. Yeah, it's actually quite nice. It's quite upbeat, it's very poppy, and it's easy on the ears. I quite enjoy this one. The video is also nice, still following the theme of being like a music video for when you make your music. Have I said music yet? Next is Incredibox Dead's Worst Enemy, Incredibox Alive, which is Place Japan themed. And to be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of this one. The designs of the polos are nice, but the music is just not fitting at all for what the theme is going for. It feels very reggae, sort of, like Bob Marley type stuff. Especially with a music video like this. This is certainly not the vibe I'm thinking of when I see this. Seeing this makes me think maybe more lo-fi or even Eurobeat, and why is Elton John here? Just a question. Next we have Jivan, which is themed, and what I know about is that it's a music genre, that's for sure. All jokes aside, I actually quite like this one. It's actually very different when compared to the other ones. It has a very different vibe. Apparently this one's like the most hated one, which I don't understand. It's really, really well done. I quite enjoy it, and the music video is pretty. So I don't really understand the hate on this one. And last, Dystopia. This one is dystopia themed. Very creative, I know. I'm going to be looking at this one for a little bit longer because this one actually has a coherent story and plot line for some ungodly reason. The story is actually told through the music videos themselves, and that's quite creative. The story, from what I could piece together, is that there's this city that's been taken over by these pyramid things, Illuminatis almost, and everyone's been replaced or enhanced with cyborg parts, and to fit in, these robot Illuminatis scan them It's like, so they don't see anything out of order. It's a pretty generic story, but it's a story regardless. Then we're met with our rebellious protagonist, unnamed dude. We'll discover his identity later, which, I don't know, it's kind of confusing. Then uses his, like, spaceship thing to go to a pyramid in the distance. And the Illuminatis decide he is not very swag money, so they start pursuing him, and then, like, Star Wars battle ensues, and then he arrives at the pyramid, where all sorts of crazy shit happens. He lands, and then he takes off his shirt, I don't know why, and then it reveals that he's a dude from Alpha. What is this lore? Where he, like, sacrifices himself and frees the city from the robot uprising. End of story. Finally, we move on to Wee Kitty, the most recent version as of the time of recording and writing this script that I cobbled together in like 15 minutes. Kitty is like 90s themed, you know, like, oh, get jiggy with it, Furbies, Tamagotchi, and all that, you know. I quite like this one. It sticks with the theme very faithfully, and the music is banging, unironically, dude. Like, I could listen to this, Wee Kitty, back in the middies, you know, we're fucking, it's great, I love it. The music reflects this. They're very bombastic and over the top, very colorful and very like goofy, silly. It's very cool. I like the vibes of this one. Definitely my favorite. Anyway, that was Incredibox. I edited this video in like an hour on my phone, so yeah. Overall, Incredibox, it's a good game. I quite enjoy it. It's a great teaching tool for children. Just don't pay attention to the community, alright? That's a whole other beast I might need to tackle in another video that's not going on YouTube. This isn't on YouTube, in fact, this is staying on a Discord server. And, yeah. Thank you for watching this silly meme video, I guess. Go outside. See ya.